some of these women, they're so stupid.
It's not wrong. The women are stupid. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the hashtag #1 non-shilling gaming podcast, you fucking dogs. It is time for...
Just sat down in my chair, brushed the dirt on my hair, took my shoes off, turned the TV on and saw the news reporter. She's so sexy. It's time to go. Hope it doesn't end soon. Gotta keep it going, gotta get it flowing, gotta cool. It's time to go. Hope it doesn't end soon. Gotta keep it going, gotta get it flowing, gotta cool. Edging is my passion, it's my dream to last for months. Don't need no compassion, I just need my hand, and I hope you understand. It's time to go. Hope it doesn't end soon. Gotta keep it going, gotta get it flowing, gotta cool. It's time to go. Hope it doesn't end soon. Gotta keep it going, gotta get it flowing, gotta cool. Cooling is my life. It's hard to live without it. If I don't edge, I will die. Did somebody say toothpick sounding? It's time to go. Hope it doesn't end soon. Gotta keep it going, gotta get it flowing, gotta cool. It's time to go. Hope it doesn't end soon. Gotta keep it going, gotta get it flowing, gotta cool. It's hard to think when I masturbate. The only thing in my head is the need to coom.
Jesse! El Hido del Moda! Jesse! El Hido! Hello, everybody. How the fuck we doing? Welcome back to another episode of Gronkin on Dogs. You are watching Gronkin Gaming, the home to 10-inch gaming, where together we make up the fuck on gaming community, and this is the single greatest gamer talking podcast on the fucking internet, and it's all because of you beautiful bastards and amazing bitches in the chat. Thank you so very much for being here. If you have not already, can you guys hit that thumbs up button to get it as blue as Cortana's armpits that I want lodged into my nostrils until my toenails fall out.
You gotta hit him like this.
And a huge thank you to everybody watching on the replay. Hope you're all having a fantastic day, motherfuckers. But before we even get started on absolutely anything, guys, we have a little bit over a week of edging to do. A little bit over 1 week of edging until the Gronkies 2024. The worst award show that does not cost $30. It's going to be a fucking fun time, boys and girls. It really, really, really is. But speaking of shitty award shows, Cream, do you want to tell the people what we're doing tomorrow?
Oh, my Lord. Yes, that is right. I don't know who all's going to be there. But I know for sure me and Lethal will be there. We will be watching Nuck Nucks. Beautiful masterpiece of shit. The Game Awards 2024, ladies and gentlemen. I watched it last year on my own, and it was an experience. I had a bunch of people there with me, and we had a great time laughing at this fucking shit show. It is an absolute fucking terrible show, and we're going to have fun making fun of it for a couple of hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking fun. That's for damn sure. Anyway, guys, we got a little bit of things to talk about today, including we're gonna do a bit of a throwback to an old school thing, to the old school fans of Gronking that you guys are really gonna like to do a secret level. But Jono, how are you doing today, motherfucker?
I'm doing good, doing all right, but apparently not to Nasmer and some people in chat. Apparently, I always look like I'm in a perpetual state of pain and despair.
You do.
You fucking do.
How? Why?
It's because he's always sitting on something, chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This
Well, he's sitting on my chair.
No. He's He's riding for his OnlyFans. He's got it glued to the chair. That's why he's in
Bring
pain.
it up. Let me go ahead and
I don't
bring
feel
this up.
comfortable with that.
We've started a game. We started a game in the Discord server. It's just, and you should play it today, chat. All you got to do is just take random screenshots of John at any given time and see if you can catch him in a fucking good mood.
I'm fucking sneezing in those two. Yeah, okay. I'm just going through the runs. I'm probably like going like 3.5, walking 3.5 fucking kilometers in Stalker.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird? He's on Gronking. Before we get on the show, John was in a great mood, and as soon as he gets to seeing you chat, his mood takes a drastic turn down. He fucking hates you guys.
They know that ain't true.
What about you, Kareem? How you doing?
You know it to be true, chat. Jono hates you, and he will fight you all individually at the Walmart parking lot at 7 p.m. on Saturday.
How you doing, Creamo?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Jono's getting ready to fuck up the chat at the Walmart
Take
on
them all
Saturday at 7 p.m. He's gonna fight them all individually, one-on-one. It's gonna be like blood sport. It's horrible. But I'm doing pretty good. I can't lie though. Secret level, mid as fuck. I said it.
We're gonna argue.
I said it. Mid as fuck. It's not bad. It's not good. It's mid, and that's the whole show as a whole. Pac-Man can die and burn in hell. That is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Pac-Man
it felt like an hour, and it was 10 minutes.
Well, yesterday I was watching you playing some fucking wrestling game, and you died by getting your head cut off.
Yeah, I accidentally cut my own head off with a chainsaw. After being put in an ankle lock by Jack Swagger. So we're doing good. Yeah, we're doing. It was at the airport as well, right in front of the plane. So I can
already tell you this is going to be an autistic stream when we start talking about secret level. But first of all, let's go through and say hi in the chat. Sandro is here. Lethal talking about Cortana. But we all know his favorite character is Sarah Palmer. Listen, for real though, I reckon Sarah Palmer would be a nasty bitch in the best possible ways. We're talking early 2000s. Mr. Tex here.
You don't need no strap on for you, buddy. Wow. That's a wild statement. That is a wild statement. Lord Bova with the $4.99. Thank you very much. I played some of the early access of Fortnite's Ballistic, the FPS, and put my initial thoughts on Twitter. We're going to go through that. For those who aren't playing and are curious, I've been watching a little bit of it. Yeah, it's a thing. No, we're going to go through that one. Thank you, Lord Bova. Gravy's here. Nintendo! The Goonies. I come from a land down under where beer does flow and men chunder. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover.
No, you didn't do it right. You didn't go, Kachaya, the thunder! You better run, you better take cover.
I'm not doing it. Thank you very much, Goonies.
That's your national anthem, right?
Close enough. Triss is here. Hello, Triss. Cortana Blabs. Data miners found out that the character models in the game Marvel Rivals were more detailed than usual and would be easy for fan projects. Listen, it took less than... Look, I'm already seeing Squirrel Girl porn on my Twitter timeline, and I'm not even fucking looking for it. I'll be honest. If I'm looking for it, I will tell you. I'm not looking for it, and I'm seeing Squirrel Girl porn pop up on my timeline.
You're looking for it.
No,
I'm seeing people throwing around the assets for it. The Blender assets left, right, and center.
You're throwing the assets around. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, poor choice of words, or maybe not. No, yeah, it's wild. They knew exactly. I think they knew exactly what we were getting into with that and making it so easily available.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. Gigawatt. Val Cream. I really don't like that one. Matt's here. Space Marine episode Secret Level was amazing. As for the rest, I watched the Pac-Man ep was so weird and I still enjoy it. I can't wait for next week on the Mega Man. Yeah, we're going to be doing the same thing next week. Oh, look at Cream. Cream's dead inside. He really did not like it, but we will get into it.
Yeah.
Redneck Gooner was for real. With the fiver, thank you very much. It's time to raise our Gooner poll. Okay. It's time to show our schlongs and fight the anti-woke general fellas.
joke. They're all as gay as hell. Yeah, it's just one big circle of homosexuality. As gay as hell, like Moz and Mike watching From together. You know, they like to cuddle up with a blanket and a bowl of popcorn and just cuddle and rewatch From. Fucking gay.
You know what?
Pretty
There's
cute,
nothing wrong with that. That's wholesome. That's
the only
wholesome
thing wrong about that
homosexuality.
is interracial relationships.
You said it.
The guy who wants brown bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't only when they're gay. It's wrong.
Thank you very much, Redneck Goon and Moz. I missed anybody. Last Toxic Males here. Corpo Cream with the tour. They chose the wrong actor for the new Bateman. Yeah, they should have got Cream to play Bateman. You could play a good Bateman, couldn't you, Cream?
I want to stab you and play with your blood for a little bit.
There you go. Perfect. Thank you very much.
It's a great movie. I fucking love that movie. It's great. But
Last Toxic Male with a $10 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. All right, seeing as how Moz is not available, I'll do it. Oi, Moz! You seen, you know, we'll get Cream. You know, all super chats directed towards Moz Cream's going to read. Go on.
Oi, Mars! Y'all see how Marekigika is assuming the position? I'm trying to read it like Maz would. That's the same position your mom takes when I make my arrival. I have the master key, my cock, and must open her moist gates of pink flesh, mate. Fuck you.
That's actually a really good Moz impression, actually. That's actually pretty fucking good.
I just had to smash my head against something real quick to get it.
Thank you very much, Last Toxic Male. I will be sure that Mozza reads that. I will be fucking sure that he does. Thank you. Again, it's for you, Cream. Well, Moz, but...
Last Toxic Male with the $5 do. At Melody Boss, you're gonna need the good oil if you want that hooch lubricate the L word for the blabbering collector con. Fuck you.
You're getting better every time.
One, that's first of all, thank you, Toxic Male. Two, that's a really good Moz impression, and three, that's fucking disgusting.
Yep.
Cell Shade, P-Dub, Boss Hog says, late and lethal. Boss Hog, my boy, how you doing? Come give me a hug. Light Art, secretly
on my
very
lap,
pleased with it.
Hog.
Yeah, I think Light Art's going to enjoy the autistic rants that are going to be coming up. If I missed anyone, Butcher Blaviken, Dude is here. Blabs is here. Blabs is here. Hello, Blabs. Shocker Zulu, Bad Bitches, Sims 2, Valley Law is here. Wait, Blabs put out a really good video yesterday. Highly recommend everyone check it out if they haven't already. Pretty fucking good. The Mystery says, this is so ridiculous, it's hilarious. Yeah, you can thank Toxic Mouth for that. And then last Toxic Mouth with a $5. Thank you very much. Oi, Lethal, give some of those XXXL large shirts you own to my boy Cream. Cream, give some of that Musician Aurora to Lethal so he can actually end his dry spell. When you guys hear Push Your Bitch Volume 3, it's over. It's over, man. Why do you think Jay-Z is getting done for sexual assault now? He didn't actually do it. He's just trying to get out of the music industry because he's heard Push Your Bitch Volume 3. He wants out.
Yeah,
He'd rather go to jail.
We ain't signing to Rockefeller. He just knows that we're not doing it. So give up. Might as well.
It's not good, man.
Yeah. What a way to go, Will.
We're signing the Bad Boy Records.
Clemson says, what the heck is the background today? All relevant topics that we'll be talking about.
A pair of good-looking women and a pair of badass motherfuckers. Happy with it?
Yeah. He's a badass motherfucker, Jono.
Putt with a $2 super chat. Thank you. From the bar.
Oh, yes.
Sam Wow. Rip to my BFF Mazza. Jesus, show him mercy.
I don't think he's getting any mercy.
Yeah, no, sorry, Putt. It's not happening.
Mercy.
It ain't happening, no.
Not happening, Putt. Not fucking happening. And then last toxic mail with a fiver. Thank you very much. Did you all know Lethal actually owns goon oil? It's called Skin. Oh, baby. Shield that oil, Lethal. I would
Yeah, where's
love
your
to have my
skin
own
bottle?
brand of lube. I would love to have my own brand of lubricant.
Would it be
I'd rather
edible?
have my own. Sorry?
Would it be edible? It would have to be, right?
No, it's just straight up lubricant.
Nah, I feel like you need it to be edible
It'd be called some
because of all
lethal
the
lightning.
old bitches that you have sex with. You're always having sex with 65-year-old women, and you
man,
like to put it. You got to slip it in before you go down.
I
Yeah,
am
it's
the
weird.
lubricant.
65-year-olds, you want it to be edible.
Ah,
God.
That's disgusting. And then a tour from Toxic Mail. Can we drop a young and sign Cream as a voice actor instead? Yeah, he's got to be in the next Yakuza game doing a dog shit singing voice.
yeah, I'll be right.
Breaking the law.
Yeah, I'm gonna join Linkin Park and sing with an Asian accent. I'm breaking the habit again.
All right, well, here we
I'm
go.
the right
Let's
one
just
to
go
do
and
that.
check out Fortnite Ballistic, the FPS mode. We're going to show just a little bit off of this. This is live from Stone Mountain. We're going to look at Lord. Have you guys
Hey,
seen it?
I feel like I've played this map on Counter-Strike.
Yeah, you see the shit, you're like, oh my gosh. And here's the thing, man. The fucking time to kill on this is not what you would expect for Fortnite, right? So you got stun grenades or flashbangs, an AR, and a pistol, right? So it looks like it's pretty much fucking over because their whole team's wiped here. Oh, you got a buy phase straight out of fucking Counter-Strike or Valorant, right? But you can use all your fucking retired skins. Like one dude's playing as Alan Wake.
Oh, Alan Wake is fucking Spec Ops, dude. Come on, we all know this.
Yeah, check
That's
this shit out,
interesting.
man. We'll just show one round and then we'll go through the thread so you can actually see it.
Yeah, I'm interested. I don't know though. This
Plant the
looks-
device, attack. It's fucking Counter-Strike.
Yeah. I'm really interested in how long it takes to kill someone though.
Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah.
going to be like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it's got to be a lot faster than the regular game, Battle Royale.
Yeah.
But it also has to balance with being Fortnite.
So devices planted. Okay.
It's just playing it like it's Counter-Strike or S&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, okay. We're gonna actually get wow.
Wow.
To be fair, I think he was weakened from the grenade, but that second dude wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
That's quick. That's some Counter-Strike shit.
that's good. I like that. Actually, it might be a little quicker than Counter-Strike. And you get a headshot in Counter-Strike, but I think it's actually a little bit quicker.
And here's our boy Lord Bofa. Yeah, well, we're going to drop his fucking link if anyone give our boy a follow.
I shout out to Lord Botha.
Yeah, I like him. He does good videos. I have played Fortnite's 5v5 FPS mode known as Ballistic, and my initial reaction is COD should not be worried. If I was forced to describe this game in one word, I would choose slow. When compared to the other FPS, it just feels like you're running through water constantly. Even the sprint and slides feel slow, a lot slower than even normal Fortnite Battle Royale. See, and hopefully we can see him. He just got fucking dimed.
Yeah,
So hopefully we can see him do a slide as well. Balance is not great. Headshots are essentially instant kills, which is fine. But sometimes body shots lay you out in one, and other times it feels like you have to empty your mag. Well, we saw that. Look at that. Oh, there's a sniper as well. I want to see how this goes with the snipe, actually. Is it a one-tap? Is sniping one-tap in this mode?
I would assume it's like Counter-Strike bases, like based off where you hit them. But
look at that shit. You still got your Fortnite fuckery.
yeah, I don't like that.
Objectives. Why the game is essentially a 5v5 COD gunfight mode, but because Epic want to be, or maybe legally have to be, different, they have an objective defending sites in the mode aren't very well defined. Their devices also not well done. It must be planted, and when they do go off for a win for the attacking team, no matter how bad down they are. So S&D. 7 rounds. Each game is 7, potentially 13 rounds. Fuck that. Fuck that, man. 6 is the
Wrong.
perfect. Best out of 6. Free attacking, free defending. You get a 4 sweep, done. The end.
Yeah, and if you tie,
yep.
then you get overtime. One more round.
Yep. Sitting and waiting. There should be times, excuse me. There would be times where I would be eliminated and just sitting and waiting. Like I said, the mode is more equivalent to Gunfire and COD than normal multiplayer. I personally would say it's closer to S&D. You don't respawn after being killed. You're just out, which in normal Battle Royale is fine, but FPS is expected to be a certain level of speed with it that they just don't have. And this is one of the reasons why. Also a contributing factor as to why I think other players were bored leaving matches while playing it. Yes, I can't help but feel like something like this would work better as just like a team deathmatch, TDM, or a domination.
Yeah, I feel like, look, they're being, I guess, authentic to what Counter-Strike is, but Counter-Strike is not a game for
is that?
Yeah, I don't like that. What the fuck is going on there?
It's supposed to be spectating. You get a different angle from watching.
Oh, it may be like meant to be like a body cam angle.
Yeah,
so
something on the torso rather than straight from the eyes.
Yeah, okay. That might be it. Yeah. I don't know. Counter-Strike isn't a normie game. It's free to play, and it's not a game for normies. All right. There's a lot of people who do like Counter-Strike, myself included. I like Counter-Strike. It's fun as fuck to play. It's infuriating, especially when you get your ass beat a million times in a row. But it's also kind of fun that way. Valorant is the closest you get to a normie version of it, and it still doesn't do the numbers that Counter-Strike does. Counter-Strike just has that built-in fan base, and they're not going to go over to play this over here on Fortnite. They're trying to go after search and destroy people from COD, but guess what? COD this year is better than a lot of people were expecting it to be. This is a bad time to launch this.
I also just don't think Counter-Strike people or Valorant people are going to drop their games for this. I can see people checking it out of sheer curiosity. COD people maybe just get fucking sick and tired of skill-based matchmaking, so they go check this out. But I just don't see anyone leaving Counter-Strike or Valorant to, I'm going to go
I'll
for
say
fucking
this.
ballistic mode.
I don't think Counter-Strike people are even going to go check this out.
Not even unless
Valorant might. I don't think Counter-Strike people are even going to check this out.
Yeah,
They
unless
don't
the rare
care.
chance that they have a kid who's obsessed with Fortnite, they got something to play together.
Exactly.
That's still like a niche amongst the players.
Yeah, most Counter-Strike people have never seen a woman before in their life, so to have children would be very concerning.
Built different. They're built different.
I would
Very.
assume the child would be being held against their
But
will.
with all that said, I do actually think there is a potential future in the Fortnite FPS mode. At first, I was totally thought people would hate it because, you don't get to see your skins, which is what this fucking whole game is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But seeing that clip we saw yesterday, it kind of made me think, shit, maybe they can actually do something with this. But just looking at stuff like this part, like this type of shit here, it does seem very fucking slow moving.
They're struggling. Hopefully there's you can do tweaks to make things faster. Hopefully they do tweaks to make the game modes faster, their official game modes. But that's the thing that they need with something like this. They need more game modes. You cannot friggin' push it, it's very few and far between. So only a very few have made it, but you cannot release a game like this and not have multiple game modes, multiple options for players to choose from. It's just going to be search and destroy, or set the package and shit like that. Yeah, people are just going to come for it for a little bit and fuck off. Yeah, within a week. It's not going to outlast anything.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go right back to just the fucking BR mode. Oh, Fortnite! Oi. But speaking of Fortnite, we've got to talk about Nintendo now.
Night Fort.
Night Fort. Are you guys ready for some Nintendo stuff? So Nintendo has filed a patent that is pretty fucking interesting, okay? So we don't need to read all of this because we got the pictures here. And not only do we have the pictures here, we have the Cream NATO who already fucking looked into this. So what is this fucking Nintendo patent, and why is everybody so like, holy shit, they might potentially be cooking with this?
Okay, so what effectively this is remember the Sony made a big deal about the PlayStation 5 controllers, and I don't have a PS5 control. I don't even have a controller near me. But remember your bumper buttons, right? Your R2, your L2, they would have this haptic feedback feature where depending on what's happening with the game, maybe it's you have to push a little harder to push them in, right? Like for example, in God of War, you're pushing a rock, well, it's going to be hard. Like the haptic feedback is going to push back against you a little bit. So it means you got to put a little more effort in, a way of more immersion, right? This is the exact same thing, but with your Joy-Cons. So effectively what it's going to do is it's going to basically put this liquid, right? There's this type of liquid that it effectively is magnetic. And depending on how much electricity you use a magnet to zap it with, it will become a solid. It'll go from liquid to a solid like right away. So effectively what they can do with this is have the magnet zap the liquid. That liquid becomes a fucking solid. And now that Joy-Con is harder to move. And that is what this is. It's a next level of haptic feedback, which I personally think there's a couple problems with this. One, putting a bunch of liquid in your controller, especially with the problems that Nintendo had with their controllers being malfunctioning, that's a problem. It's going to make it harder for people to make third-party controllers. At least at first, people will reverse engineer it and find their own way of breaking the patent without breaking the patent. They'll find new ways of doing the same result. Yeah, exactly. Stick drift is going to be a problem. And also games. Are games really going to use this feature? I have a feeling that for the first couple of years, this feature will only be used by Nintendo themselves.
Yeah.
Which then brings up why put all this money into this feature. I think their idea is that the other companies will see this, and Xbox will be like, well, we want that feature in our Joy-Cons, and Sony will do the same thing, and Nintendo will say, okay, we hold the patent, but we will allow you to produce it if you kick us back a tiny fraction of money to basically pay our royalty on the patent. And there, voila, Nintendo now is making money off of every Sony and Xbox controller sold because their patent is being used in it. I think that's the idea behind this. And also it does add another layer to development, a new thing that they can utilize and work with. But I think the money thing is probably the biggest one. You're muted.
Well, here's the question. Like you talked about how like it's an immersion type thing, right? Do people really care that much? I mean, like if I'm sitting down trying to do something in a game and I have to push the button harder because I'm pushing a rock up a hill in the game, I don't really think I give a fuck about it pushing back against me. I just want to push the button and have the thing go up a hill.
You know what you do? You care about it the first time. You're like, that's cool. And then every other time after that, you don't even hate it. You just forget about it. And that's what's going to happen with it. It's the same thing with the rumble, like the vibration on a controller. You play a controller and it vibrates. You don't even really notice it anymore. The only time is when it's on a table. Like if you put it down on the table and now your controller is rumbling. Exactly. That's the only time you notice it. But when it's in your hands, you don't. And I think that's what's going to end up happening with this. It's going to be kind of neat the first time you use it. And then after that, who cares?
But do you think it'll with the vibrations that became a standard norm amongst all controllers? You think that'll be the same thing that happens with this, with having a particular pressure?
If Sony's smart and they license out their patent for a good price, yeah. And they would have a monopoly on it. No one else would.
Yeah,
at least unless people just blatantly break patents, which some third-party controller manufacturers do.
Yeah.
And people will also make their own version of it. They'll reverse engineer it. Like, how long did Oculus have a monopoly on VR? It wasn't very long. Once it became something that everybody was striving towards, people figured it out pretty quickly and did their own ways of doing things to achieve the same result. So that will happen. That's just how people work.
But Cream, you're doing it wrong. You got to put it in your pants.
I knew there was a reason for that vibration feature. I just didn't know until now.
Hey.
It's like the old broken washing machine trick, right, Lethal? You're telling me about the one that you use that one.
Hey,
right?
man, you just can't beat a classic. There's a reason why it still works.
Well, we're gonna have to see how this actually functions and turns out, like practically, because like a lot of people were saying in chat, like, yeah, it feels like I'm gonna break this, or it's gonna break on me easily, and that might be also another ploy for Nintendo to make more money off of it, shortening the lifespan of modern controllers moving forward, so that they can make a better profit, because they know that controllers, if you take good care of it, they can last a few years. And if they can, make more money off of their hardware, like a lot of companies are having an issue with these days.
There is now an added problem, though, with that. If they try to shorten the lifespan, if you cut too many corners, you're going to have this liquid basically fry the controller. What happens if electricity touches liquid, especially magnetically attracted liquid, and it's in your hand at that time? That can cause problems. So with this, I think we're gonna have better outcomes for controllers, just based on the fact of there is a danger factor. Like there is. I don't think it's as bad as you would think with a liquid being in the controller. I mean, people have water-cooled PCs, but if it goes wrong, it can go really fucking wrong. So Nintendo, I think, is going to really clamp down on this, and I am a little concerned at what's going to happen with third-party controllers. Because remember, Mad Cats, dude, they cut all the corners they possibly fucking could. And now you're telling me there's potential that some third-party controllers are now going to put liquid in the controllers, and then they're going to cut corners. I'm worried about that, but it's a wait and see. But I don't think the actual idea is as bad as it seems, but I don't think it's going to change anything. It's cool for one time off.
Redneck Gooner Moz with a $5. Thank you, sir. Oh, wait, we got to show Jono some love, because he's really making faces like he got kicked in the gonads, you dig? For real, for real. Mozza is the true G of Gronkin. Hashtag formerly RIP Moz. Can we get RIP Moz in the chat? RIP Moz. RIP
We lost
Moz.
him. Every
we lost him.
breath you take.
The first Gooner brother to fall in battle in the name of Goon. Shout out to my brothers and sisters up in the Goon.
First Goon.
There you go. You got a smile out of John, and then it's gone straight away.
And it's gone. Back
Oh,
comes the misery flowing into his brain.
All right, here we go. Oh boy. Yes, we're talking about Kick.
Oh, it's Kick.
Oh, lovely.
We love Kick. Woo, Kick. Yeah.
Kick. I really want Kick to be great. I really, 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 really want Kick to be great. Please, Eddie, fucking stop being so fucking cooked. Anyway, Kick's streaming performance soared in 2024, report reveals. Well, I think I can take a few guesses as to why. Probably one of the biggest streams of the year was when Aiden Ross, who is leaving Kick, we'll talk about that. When Aiden Ross had Trump on, that was on Kick.
Yeah, I don't know.
XQC signing over. I know that happened last year. I believe he signed over, but he did some Kick streams. Believe it or not, he actually did do a few Kick streams, mostly streamed on Twitch, even though he got $100 million.
All the really bad shit on Kick happened this year. And let's be honest, there was a lot of people fucking watching it.
Yeah, that's it. People love controversy, and there was a fuck ton of it.
The Jack Dorothy car crash. But let's go through this. But also, the other thing to say is, in compared to 2023, absolutely, it's going to be way fucking higher. So, in a new breakdown published by Stream Charge, it was revealed that Kick underwent monumental growth throughout 2024. It's only the platform's second year in the business, but is already making waves and providing it could be a legitimate contender for both Twitch and YouTube. Not a contender for YouTube. No. For Twitch, the biggest contender they have for being Twitch is Twitch keeps fucking themselves in their own asshole. As YouTube is seemingly moving away from supporting live streamers in favor of short form content, could there be a hole for Kick to step in and truly rival Twitch? To rival Twitch, yeah, I think that's possible, but comparing it to YouTube, I don't think so, man, because one's a streaming-based platform and one's more of a video-on-demand-based platform, so I gotta disagree with that.
I don't know. It's like Kick and Twitch are like a duel of the fates of retards. You know? It's just like they're not even hitting each other. They're just hitting themselves. And it's like, well, which one's going to do the most amount of damage to themselves?
That's
right?
fair. In 2024, Kick's hours watched media. Fuck me. In 2024, Kick's hours watched Metacritic skyrocketed by 142% to 2.1 billion. Jeez. The platform's peak viewer count also swelled, hitting lofty heights of 1.75 million, a 79.7 improvement year on year. My question right there is, does this incorporate the blatant bots that are going on as well?
Yeah.
Because we saw, who was it? Neon.
It would.
They hit him.
They're not factoring in any other things to this, like this chart that they have to segregate the bots from the actual accounts.
Yeah, it's the same thing that Twitch does. Whenever these platforms release their numbers, just assume that they haven't taken the bots out of the numbers, right? Now, is Kick's botting problem, or is even Twitch's botting problem as bad as something like Rumble? No. But there is there, and Kick does have a sizable amount of bots that is influenced. But I think we can assume that the majority of the interaction is by people, is by legitimate accounts, and it shows you that, yeah, there's a hole in the streaming market. There is room for competition. You just have to stop fucking yourself over like Kick has.
It's been a busy year for Kick, with the platform moving more into the esports space. Disagree. I think they've been trying, but look, we'll go back to that Counter-Strike deal that they made. That's fucking terrible, man. Like, we saw they made a deal to co-stream or multi-stream, the Counter-Strike tournament. Who was it? Was it Blast?
PGL.
Sorry, PGL.
PGL. Okay. And they had that tournament to go over the weekend, and there was over 1 million views. There was over like 2 million views or some shit on the Twitch side. Yeah. And there was like, what, a couple thousand on the Kick side or some shit like that? Kick had ad-free viewing.
There was 9,000 on Kick, which was ad-free viewing. There was ads on both, because there was ads that were just like part of, hey, they were sponsored by Intel type of thing, right? But Twitch ads were enabled for that stream. There was a peak viewership of 1 million people at the end when Navi won.
Mm-hmm.
On Kick at that time, it was under 10,000.
And how much did they pay for that again, roughly? Do you remember?
Oh, there was a couple $1 million.
All that.
It was on the low end. It was like $2 million or something they paid.
And on the keeping it with trying to get into the esports space, this is something Moz has brought up many times. How the fuck has Kick not done their own version of Twitch Rivals yet?
Well,
so yeah, they're
too busy going on streams where somebody is selling CP on their Discord, and Kick people are in there donating subs to the guy, not in the Discord, but on the stream. And they're too busy there for Ice Poseidon streams where there's a guy not letting a hooker leave a hotel room. There's Jack Doherty streams, Neon streams, that bitch who pissed out a fucking window. They're too busy focusing on basically white trash streaming.
Yeah, too much of the IRL streaming.
It's trash. A multi-group trash.
As much as people may perceive it to be like bad reputation, like with the Jack Doherty crash, the whole hooker situation, and just Kick loves this. It's like a form of controversy. It's like you know how it's like there's no such thing as bad news. It just gives you more attention.
There's no such thing as bad press. It's just
bad press.
The whole the Eric Bischoff controversy creates cash type of thing. That's fine, but it doesn't work forever. It works in the short term. It gives you that short-term boost, but in long term, it really breaks down the company. Like you don't have a solid foundation when you build it on just controversy. at some point, either things get too controversial and you've crossed the fucking line, or they don't become controversial anymore. They lose their luster, right? Jack Doherty I said touching people, hitting people in public, right? At some point that loses its luster. So he either has to up the ante or nobody gives a shit about it anymore because he's not willing to cross that line that he has to get those views again.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
the
already
problem with that type of thing.
And that's already showing amongst the normies who don't normally, who aren't like in tune with all the whole social media and freaking streaming stuff. When they hear about Kick, they think, "Oh, is it the pedo site or is that the controversy site?" They think about all they think about is these crazy controversies, the worst of them, and that's gonna stick on to Kick for the rest of its fucking lifespan.
I had a buddy, and I said, "Oh yeah, I've been streaming on Kick and stuff like that." He's like, "Oh." He's like, "You're not one of those people on there, right?"
One of
them.
them.
That's what he thinks. And he is not. He's not a normie either. Like he's always involved. Like he's always reading game news. Like he's pretty well informed on stuff. And he's just like, "Oh, Kick." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not a fan of that type of content either." But that's the problem. So if he's seeing that shit and he's more well informed, what about the people who aren't well informed that are just hearing that, "Oh my God, this crazy thing happened on Kick where someone almost died, or somebody was assaulted," or how about those like To Catch a Predator things that actually may be entrapment and they may be faking shit?
A lot of that
Like
shit's fake.
Like
a lot
there's
of it's fake.
of where they're a guy is basically getting ready to sue some Hollywood writer because he's claiming that they were claiming the profile was claiming to be a 19-year-old, which is totally legal. Yes, it's weird for a 60-year-old guy to have a relationship with a 19-year-old. I would say it's gross, but it's not illegal. And then they pop out with people dressed up like policemen and shit like that, saying that this guy is a pedo.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's not good. This is a problem on Kick, and they don't clamp down on it ever.
Expanding into fresh and key regions, and some more big names being signed to the site. That part's not true. No one got signed. None of these sites are signing people these days. The closest we've had to a signing is Doc with Rumble, but that was just straight up being made a fucking partner. So the year-end metrics published recently reveal that the site has 933,572 unique channels, which marks an increase of 19% increase over 2023. The average online channel count at any time is 3,035. Yeah, but that's being carried by like the top fucking 10 channels, really, isn't it, man? Because that's go have a look at Kick.
Yeah, the numbers are so radically different. You got you got a dozen people up to 100, and then it goes wide all the way to like 50, 80, 100,000 people watching.
And here's the thing, that unique channel thing, that would count like my channel. Okay? I haven't streamed on Kick in months. So that's not active. That's just, that just means channels that exist on there. So a lot of people have channels just to keep their fucking username and they don't use the website.
Oh boy. We just read that part. Up 52% from last year, which shows how many more users are jumping onto and actively using the site. The average viewer count is a moneymaker, though. It was revealed that Kick's average viewer count through 2024 sits at around 258,293. Again, that's just carried by the top guys. That's a whopping 149% increase over last year's figure. Last year was their first full 12 months as well. However, not everything is looking bright for Kick's future. The site's second most popular streamer, Aiden Ross, revealed he's stepping away from Kick. Not only is he leaving Kick, he wants to stream back on Twitch. He is leaving Kick in the hope, I want to emphasize this part, in the hope that Twitch will unban him. That to me shows there's not some good relations between either him and Eddie or something happened with Kick. When you're leaving at the sheer fucking hope that the other site unbans you, that just says that you're completely fucking done with this site and you want nothing to fucking do with them anymore.
And this is really bad for Kick because he was the biggest guy they had. He was the basically XQC, but XQC never stopped on Twitch. He never,
Yeah.
So I don't count him. Aiden Ross was the mainstream person they had, and now he's gone. He had the biggest stream of the year on their website, and he's gone. If you were smart, you would do everything in your power to keep this. You would give this guy fucking the money you gave XQC and Amaranth and all these people combined to keep this motherfucker. He got you record-breaking numbers for your website, and now he's going. And I'm not an Aiden Ross fan, but to be honest, who do they have with that appeal on there? XQC, but XQC.
Well, apparently XQP's fucking off. Apparently he's fucking off once his contract's done. He just took 100 million and dipped.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck off, but also like his audience is retracting. Like they signed him basically at the end of his peak of popularity, and it was already going down a bit.
On Twitch, he still does really, really, really well on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will be kind of a bounce back for him because he doesn't have that split audience, right?
God, I
The
hope
people
not.
who are going to watch him on Kick and stuff. There's that. It's just such a clusterfuck, that website. I don't know how you fix it. I guess you get rid of Eddie.
Dude, XQC's live right now watching fucking Spider-Man.
Which one?
Serious? He's just
Well,
watching a
watch-
movie.
Is this like some like fucking meme website or some shit where it's all just jokes? No, that's fucking Spider-Man, dude.
He's just watching Spider-Man 2?
One of the Raimi movies.
Yeah, it's the one because it's the subway scene. I can see it down in
Oh,
the
okay.
What?
bar. Yeah.
Dude, he's just watching fucking Spider-Man.
On
Check,
Twitch.
check, crazy shit.
Is there something
He's got
something about
fucking
copyright
19,000 people.
that's supposed to be going on here? Some flag
Yeah.
in Twitch supposed to be flagging this or some shit?
He's got 20,000 people and he's just sitting down watching Spider-Man. Chat, chat, chat. Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. Chat, chat. Fuck, chat, 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 chat.
Chat. Look at him. He stopped the train, chat. They brag. They drag him back in, chat. The kids hand him mask, chat. Spider-Man's face revealed. It is Peter Parker, chat.
Is he live
Did
on
you know
Kick?
that Spider-Man is Peter Parker? I wouldn't put it past XQC to be so fucking dumb that that's when he realized Peter Parker was Spider-Man. Was that scene?
He's
like, it
not
didn't
live
come
on
for me
Kick.
before the chat.
He's not live on Kick at the moment.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, not doing. Yeah, he's gonna leave Kick. Wow, what a fucking crap. He made fucking bank off them for what? Doing basically nothing. No serious
Oh.
commitments, no major events with Kick, nothing to fully,
No. He didn't even
support
have to. He didn't have to even exclusively stream.
Yeah,
on there.
not even a minimum.
Is it a watch party? Not a legitimate watch party.
Yeah, because usual watch parties, they gotta you get a wall put up. You have to have
Wait, hold
access
on,
to your
he's
Amazon
watching-
Prime account
Hold on.
to
He's
join in
watching
on it.
something- He's watching something on YouTube.
Oh,
So I don't
okay,
know
he's
if this is the
watching
whole
clips.
movie.
He's just watching the fucking fight.
He's just
scene.
watching. He's just watching Spider-Man clips.
This is odd. Oh, he's going back to that one. He really likes it.
So he's not full blown watching Spider-Man. That's my bad.
Okay, so he's just doing he's doing the sniper wolf thing.
Yeah, except it's
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Except for he's not showing his tits, which I'm not a fan of.
William Dafoe. We'll meet again, Spider-Man.
How'd you say you got hurt again, Peter?
Imagine going
You
live
can't
just
do
to watch
this to
fucking
me.
Spider-Man clips.
Yeah.
Holy fucking jeez Louise. Hey! Do you guys want to see something that's going to fucking hurt your soul with how bad and cringe it is? And how retarded it is?
No, but you're gonna show it to us anyways.
I am. In fact, this is so
Autism.
fucking dumb. I'm upset that this didn't happen a month ago because it's too late to put this in Gronkies. But we have Gronkies worthy retardation here. Are you
You'll
guys
have
ready
to go
for
in
something?
for next year.
It might actually have to, right? Are you guys fucking ready for something so stupid that it's actually gonna hurt your fucking brains?
I'm not
Okay.
ready.
You haven't seen it, have you?
I'm not prepped. No, I haven't seen it.
Rip that Band-Aid.
Oh, behold. Okay. So it's a reply to something. It's not Grums. Grums is a retard, but it's not him. It's not him.
Oh,
Good
it's
morning,
this.
Indiana Jones fans. I just started the Great Circle, and I love it so far for the atmosphere and feeling it's like a real indie experience. Okay, now obviously
I
we can
have
talk about the
I
total.
have seen this. I replied to the reply
Yes.
that you're yes.
That
All
was on
right,
the
let's
show.
see.
Okay.
John
Right.
is
So
gonna
obviously
see.
we can talk about the total 180, but it's Grums. He's a fucking stupid.
Yeah.
He's a dumb son of a bitch. All right.
Stupid.
It's not this. It's a fucking reply to this. Andy Pants Gaming. Play it on Game Pass so Microsoft gets no money.
Retard alert! Retard alert! Look at this fucking tard out of the yeah. That's exactly what I
Retard!
replied.
Absolute
That's
fucking retard!
fucking idiot! Oh my!
Shut your fucking mouth! No problem, John. Shut the fuck up, you cunt! Shut it!
I want to invite him on. I want him.
Oh, you want to see a real face of pain and despair? God.
Imagine what Ackman did
Oh.
to him times fucking 11. I want to make this guy quit YouTube.
When you get buck broken by Actman, something is seriously fucking wrong.
Yeah.
It's
The fucking reply to his reply. A lot of people who don't understand that $5 to Microsoft is better than $60, perhaps. Finish middle school.
I could have finished.
I'm gonna finish it here.
Oh my god.
Oh
That's
my god.
wild. That is wild.
See, this is why you gotta check your tweet before you tweet your tweet.
This
No,
is
no,
why
he
Elon gave us the
technically-
ability to
Like,
edit.
if
You
he said-
cannot edit retardation.
Oh yeah, this if you would have said less money, at least
Okay.
it makes sense. Less money, that would make sense, but no money, fucking retard.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he's like, well, guys, it's less money. It's like, yeah, we know. That's why we think you're retarded because of what you said.
And that's also the reason why the fucking they're advertising Game Pass. They're still selling it. Well, like, haha, Microsoft, we beat you by using your alternative because we're spending less money on it. You're still buying our stuff. You're going into the platform that we're all completely focused on. Oh my god, this. Yeah, you should.
Everyone thinks he's a fucking idiot. I wish this was a troll. Like, I wish this was like some fucking Andy Kaufman-esque fucking.
Oh,
bit that
like
he was
Michael does
playing.
life.
Exactly. But it's not. This guy's just a fucking retard. All right? We all knew this. Dude, when Jeremy from G&G thinks you're being unreasonably aggressive towards something for being woke, when Jeremy from G&G calls you out because you said something was woke when it most obviously wasn't, and he calls you out on that, you know how fucking shit you have to be?
When
the
Az
Actman-
defends Actman.
Az defends Actman, Actman fucks you in the ass and pulls out so quickly it prolapses your anus and you shit all over the bed, and then you act like that's a dub because now you have to shit in a plastic bag for the rest of your life because of what Actman did to your asshole. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh man, the levels to this one is nuts, man. Because like Andy Pants, we all know he thinks fucking he's a retard. But you gotta remember the first like teaser trailer or whatever it was for the indie game was the one where it had the Bethesda developer in the shirt with the fucking rainbow Bethesda symbol, okay? Right? That image blew up, and rightfully fucking so, okay? And this dude fucking thinks everything under the sun is like some fucking propaganda bullshit. Obviously, he got exposed by Actman for being a total fucking hypocrite and doesn't believe the things he's saying. He's just a liar, right? But how are you going to go from hey, look how fucking gay and fucking woke this fucking indie is because here's some fucking obese Bethesda gay cunt wearing a gay shirt. To all of a sudden, well, we got to go buy it on Game Pass so that way they don't get money.
Could you do something for me really quickly?
Probably
Could
not.
you
but
search
yeah.
up the Indiana Jones video that Andy Pants did on his channel? Just a thumbnail in the title. We'll get the gist of what he's
And-
talking about there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I do remember Grum saying something about avoiding AAA games
Yes,
for 2 years,
Oh, yeah.
years.
He's full
as
of
well
shit.
as speaking ill of Game Pass and calling it a terrible marketing business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. No, that's real. Yeah, that was in
It's-
like fucking March or April.
Yeah.
What
Funny
am I
to
looking
see
for?
I
Indiana
just want to see.
Jones. Is it?
We get that. Just look at his videos. See.
Just type in. Six days ago, gay, black, and disabled.
So this
Uh.
guy he's still cheering on Grums for playing the game, even though it's woke trash. According to him, from 6 days ago. And, oh yeah, and they're Satanists as well. That's a new one
Oh,
he's
yeah.
throwing in. Satanists.
Forgot about
yeah.
that one.
Even
However-
even Melanie Mac doesn't fucking throw that around. Jesus.
However, there is one good thing that came from this. And that is this fucking tweet.
That is the greatest tweet of all time.
shout out Lemur Zero.
This might be the
OG
single
Lemur.
greatest tweet.
That is
Gonna
fucking
quote this
goated.
shit.
10 out of 10.
Good stuff.
Best tweet of the year. I'm finishing you.
Yeah, it'd be the right thing to do at this point would be come out and say, okay, yeah, I was wrong about this, but the game looks all right. If that's what you truly believe, but yeah, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. And
What the
Because
fuck?
they're never wrong. They're never wrong, Jono. They're always right.
oh yeah, they never address what they were wrong on. No hindsight, always looking forward.
What the fuck is?
This is our boy Lamar.
You can find me bawling in Madagascar. That was what it said.
Fucking margin for G.
All right, we're gonna have
Got
to
the
give that
Martian
guy a
mark on the
follow.
cat.
That guy's getting a follow. Holy shit. That's some good shit.
Good sense of humor, that
Hey,
guy.
like the tweet. Best tweet of the year. Hello, Lamar. I'm gonna finish it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, chat. Yeah, all right. Sorry, but that's just too fucking funny. I'm gonna finish in you. I haven't heard someone say that one in a fucking long ass fucking time, man. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Let me just fucking get back to what we have here on the list. Oh, do we want to go to Sony or Xbox? Let's do Xbox, and then we'll do
what's
all
the
the fucking
update?
Sony. Lamar's just a chill guy. Just a chill guy. Well, you're
Yep.
just a chill guy like that.
Lemur
shit.
chilling.
Real,
All right.
truly normal, man.
Cream, would you be so kind?
Yes, I will. Me. Xbox insiders can now stream select games they own on console. Testers can now stream some of their own game library on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S.
Just a few select games.
Select games, only a few. Only a few. Well, maybe they'll tell us which few. Xbox insiders can now stream select games they own outside of the Game Pass catalog on their consoles. This feature is supported on the Xbox Series X and S and Xbox One for Xbox insiders in the Alpha Skip Ahead and Alpha Rings, who are also Game Pass Ultimate members. It's available in all 28 countries where Xbox Cloud Gaming is available, and the full list of supported titles is viewable here.
Sorry, before you continue, Xbox Cloud Gaming is only available in 28 countries. Like, I know nobody fucking likes it, but still only 28.
Well,
Okay.
there's only about 28 countries that could plausibly have cloud streaming like that. I'm going to be honest. Like, most countries don't have the internet
Well,
capabilities.
we have cloud
even-
streaming here, and I can confirm it does not work.
Yeah. Oh no. Even in these 28 countries, most places it's not going to work. Maybe in a big city with really good internet, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
the best
like,
you're gonna get.
Uganda isn't having fucking cloud streaming anytime soon. Like, and that's no offense to Uganda. It's just they don't have the internet capabilities to do it. I don't have the internet capabilities either, and I'm not in Uganda that you
Hell.
know of.
Hell, I live in the city and it's barely able to work. And
Well,
when it
you
starts
live in
really
Quebec.
working, it pixelates into a fucking trash heap of a fucking screen.
Well, that reminds me of Quebec a lot. Last month, Microsoft started letting Game Pass Ultimate members play select games they own via cloud streaming on PC, phone, tablet, handheld, and most devices with access to a web browser. At the time, it said support for the feature would be coming to Xbox consoles and the Xbox app for PC in 2025. Supported titles included Assassin's Creed Mirage, Assassin's Creed Marge, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy fucking, is that 14, 15? I don't know which one that is.
That's 14.
That's 14. Okay. The Roman numerals are difficult. Mazza. Hogwarts Legacy, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Star Wars Outlaws, and Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, with many more to come. The Xbox Insider Program lets players offer feedback on the latest Xbox system updates, as well as in development features and games on consoles and Windows 10/11 devices. Players interested in signing up for the program need to download the Xbox Insider Hub for consoles or PC. Microsoft recently confirmed that the next wave of titles coming to the Xbox Game Pass for console, PC, and Xbox Cloud Gaming. Headline additions
Sorry, I
include
think-
something.
Here's my big issue with this. It's cloud.
It's not ready yet.
It's
Yeah.
not fucking ready. It's cloud. Good luck. Good luck
Yeah.
with this one, guys.
Most places are going to need to like upgrade their entire fiber optic network to something even better than what they once. I remember what it was in the 10s, at least in my city, they had ripped out all the old internet cord and put in all this fiber optic cable from Bell. And it was, even with that, it's not enough for freaking cloud gaming. It's insane.
Well,
Let
so
alone
and we're
multiplayer cloud gaming.
Oh,
Well,
God,
yeah.
even worse.
well, and here's the thing too, because Bell did the same thing around where I am, and a lot of people signed up for it and then dragged the entire service down because they're all trying to use it, and they didn't have the capabilities to handle everyone on the cloud. Like, so you offer this really good internet service for a affordable price, considering internet prices in where we live, Jono, which are inflated above the rest of the fucking world. And then you're surprised when everyone was like, that's a good idea. We should try out that. And it slows down everyone's speed, so they're getting less than what they actually are paying for. That's a problem too.
Yeah. That's
So
not even
if you
counting
don't-
the throttling that they do in the first place.
Exactly. So, like, depending on your internet service provider, your ISP, right? Like, you may not actually be able to use cloud streaming if you theoretically could have the capabilities to do it well, because there are a bunch of factors that aren't being handled. That's why I still like the fact that we can download games, and I think downloading games is going to last longer than Xbox thinks it's going to. Because let's be honest, all these people live in cities with really fast fucking internet. And they themselves have really fast fucking internet because their whole job is working on the internet. Of course, you're going to have fast fucking internet if you live in Silicon Valley and you work at a tech company. That, of course.
Yeah, it's a no from me, dog. It's a no
Yeah,
from me.
Yeah.
We need another generation before we actually start seeing this to even become a norm. Right now, it's
Really?
just for those with the highest, the greatest, like those even with Starlink who can afford that all the time, and people who can get the top of the line without getting throttled by these fucking companies. Let's be real, they all do it. They all throttle so that they can handle their fucking all the traffic that's going on. It's terrible.
Even
Patience.
with Starlink, I have Starlink.
Hmm.
There's no way. I've tried to do cloud gaming. Absolutely no way it will work on Starlink.
Good God.
And Starlink
Oh,
is
boy.
better than most. It's
Mhm.
just not ready.
Kadokawa and
Yes.
Kadokawa! Me and Jono were talking about this earlier, actually.
Ooh,
Kadokawa is not a real company. They're fake in my eyes.
never existed.
Never
Kadokawa employees are reportedly in favor of a Sony buyout due to issues with current management. Now, this has been something that's been floating around ever since this rumor of a wanted buyout got confirmed. It's still not confirmed that it's happening 100%. It does look like it is happening, though, but there has been this rumor that they would actually rather be owned by Sony. They kind of see Sony as the lesser of two evils, which that's fucking wild to say, isn't it?
Of all
Yeah.
fucking companies too, and it's because of the administration and the management behind them. That's what they hate about it, and what they want to go to Sony because they think it's greener grass on the other side. They're not seeing the fight. They're not looking at the same news as we are. That's for sure.
They're really not, man. Unless they know something we don't, or there's some Japanese shit going on. But yeah,
Japanese
that
gonna
one's
Japanese.
so hard for us to believe. I still firmly believe, though, that this is way more of an issue for anime than it is for gaming. But it's going to affect both. I just think that it's going to affect anime a lot fucking more. Employees of Elden Ring's parent company are reportedly keen on the new ownership. So employees of Kadokawa are reportedly hopeful that a potential takeover by Sony is completed due to issues with current management at the company. Last month, it was reported that Kadokawa, the media powerhouse that owns Elden Ring developer From Software, among other companies, many other companies, was in talks to be acquired by Sony. Following these reports, the company confirmed that discussions had taken place, but no final decision had been made. Now it's being claimed that employees within the company are keen for the acquisition to go through, largely due to management issues and a desire for a change in leadership. Speaking to Bushan via Automaton, economic analyst Takehiro Suzuki said that he believes that while Sony would obviously be thrilled by acquiring the wealth of content and IP owned by Kadokawa, Kadokawa itself may have little to gain. Kadokawa will lose its independence and management and become stricter. If they want to keep developing their business as freely as they have until now, it would be a bad choice. They'd have to be prepared for publications that don't lead to IP creation being put on scrutiny. Yeah, that's fucking wild, man. However, the report also claims that many inside the company are keen for Sony to take over, citing issues with current management. The people around me are thrilled at the prospect of being acquired by Sony, said an unnamed employee of Kadokawa. That's because there's a certain number of employees who are dissatisfied with the Natsuno administration, which didn't even bother to hold a press conference after people's personal information was leaked in a cyber attack. What, you think fucking Sony's better for that?
Yeah.
They get hacked every fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, it's funny that he pulls that one out and doesn't consider that essentially the same thing happened over at Sony.
They
Insomniac, yeah.
They expect that if Sony were to acquire the company, they would get rid of the president first. So how fucking cooked is this motherfucker there that they're all saying that Sony's a better option? How fucking bad is it then?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was saying to Jono, though, there may be potential that Kadokawa pushes back on a full buyout, but then offers to sell disgruntled divisions, aka stuff like their video game division. They may be like, okay, we'll just move into our book publishing and maybe keep some mobile games and to keep the anime stuff, and they just sell off From Software and whatever other studios they own like that. They may do that. And for Sony, Sony may not be able to buy the whole thing, but they are going to offer a deal that no one else can offer. So if they aren't buying the whole thing, then nobody is. And so Sony can be somewhat content with that, at least. And just kind of pick up the scraps.
And in regards to the anime, it might be possible that Kadokawa still wants to keep the intellectual property rights, so they might try to squeeze a deal of, maybe have a collaboration to allow Sony to use their intellectual properties into their own content if they want to make their own whatever anime, streaming site or application that they'll have for Sony for their Sony products. There's a lot. Well, that's it. There's a lot of things. It doesn't have to be this complete all or nothing buyout. There can be some sort of something in between that can happen. But yeah, it's looking more and more like something in between may happen.
Yeah,
It's fucking nuts, isn't it? All right, well, boys and girls,
shout out to the Asians. We love
boys and girls, it is just about time.
to nut.
We're about to do something that we haven't done in quite a while, in fact.
That's right. Jack off on camera. All right.
All right, motherfuckers. Let's just tease the people a little bit.
I like to butt fuck fine ladies. Will I choke hold a bitch? Well, maybe.
Oh, maybe. We have a tier list, the secret level episodes. That's right. We're going to be doing a tier list. I've heard you people. You say you want it back. We're working on it back. We're going to start with the secret level episodes. So
Yeah, you want to try speaking?
we're going to have
Pac-Man.
little fucking bitch.
No. Name that one Pac-Man.
We're going to call this one.
I want to be against it.
Yeah, that was fucked.
In the Pac-Man.
In the Pac bin.
Yeah, that was
In
fucked.
the bin man.
Munted. Minging. Yes, we're not doing kind of minging. We're doing minging.
And
And
then
then we're
you're going to
gonna
put
have-
S as bussy juice because I know you like
Yeah.
bussy juice.
Straight
Just-
brown
Just straight.
Straight brown women.
puss. That doesn't make sense. We'll just call it
No, that's fine.
amazing brown women puss. Amazing brown woman puss. All right. So before we actually go through and talk about each episode, John, what did you think of Secret Level, the first 8 episodes they put out?
Oh, freak! Roller coaster of great and trash. It's just like a whole mixed bag. It's like people are gonna take look at their favorites and probably enjoy those more in particular than others. But overall, it was just a whole mixed bag of up and down. Some of them were trash, some of them were great, but for me in particular, the ones that stand out are obviously the 40K one. Holy shit, that one stands out above the rest. Armored Core one was really good. And
hold your thoughts on the episodes till we get to it.
Sorry, all right, I will. But yeah,
we got to argue with
it's
this
a
fucking
good
piece of shit.
Sorry, it's a good it's decent start, but holy shit, it's a mixed bag when it comes to some of them, and I worry for what the next batch of them are going to be if this is the kind of stories that we're getting. And yeah, there you see people complaining online that my woke, my diversity, but it's not really relevant to the matter at hand when it comes to the stories that they're trying to tell here. It's not like they're trying to push this. It's just so happens that they're of this, which is what we're used to way back in the day before the oversensitization of the diversity shit and the message.
I didn't notice anything that could have been misconstrued as woke. And I'm way more critical of this than I think anyone else.
If I remember correctly, that at least in the Dungeons and Dragons one, half orc paladin, that would be the
Okay.
at least it's a lore.
There's an argument.
It wasn't
for the
like
D&D one.
look at my inner species pussy. It's like that didn't show.
Well, it's like racial natures that have been long established within the D&D universe. Creating characters that are a contradiction with that within the canonical lore. People are going to have an issue with that.
There's definitely an argument for the D&D one, but we will get
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, but that's
What do you
it. It
think,
comes.
Cream? Sorry, John. Go on.
Oh,
What-
go
what
ahead,
did I-
Graham. Go ahead.
What did I think? I thought it was mid as fuck.
Go
Not
on.
the whole thing as a whole, right? So yes, there were episodes that were good. That there was one that I enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would, and I honestly think it's the best one out of the bunch. And people are gonna hate me because it's not the Space Marine one. But I think as a whole, you put the all 8 episodes. I've only seen 6. Okay, I have not seen the last 2. I cannot judge. Armored Core. I cannot judge that other fucking one that.
Crossfire.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Crossfire, fucking What CNN show are they going to name another one after? Fucking Wolf Blitzer is getting his own episode after. Anyways, the 6 episodes I saw, mid as fuck. As a whole, just together. We'll get into which ones I think are better than the others, okay? And I'll explain why I think this one is okay, why I think this one is absolute dog shit when we're talking about Pac-Man. I don't think I have to explain Pac-Man very much, but I will.
Oh man. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So the first one is the D&D one. Straight up, I think this is by far the fucking worst one of the whole thing. In fact, them starting with the D&D episode, I can Muzzle and me were talking about this yesterday, and he said that he can totally see how people will watch the first episode and then just not watch the fucking rest. This D&D episode sucked.
I was
Worse
just
than Pac-Man. I can't. It was not good, but it was not worse than Pac-Man.
Oh,
that was a goddamn
No,
mess.
I can't say that it's worse than Pac-Man. It doesn't mean that it's not bad. It's just it's not as bad as Pac-Man.
I'm prepared to put it in the fucking bin. I thought fucking the D&D
I
episode
think it's gotta go. Yo,
sucked.
I think it's gotta go. Yo, that's fucked. I think it's gotta go. Yo, that's fucked.
Present my argument, okay?
Okay.
They tried to portray the dragon plot twist at the end, but they tell you right at the start. The dude's having fucking nightmares about a dragon.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, they take him to the fucking dragon. You go, oh, the dude that's having a nightmares about a dragon meets a dragon. I bet that's the fucking dragon.
Yeah, I did kind of think that. I was like, oh, this dragon's gonna get fucked up, ain't it? This is gonna be a bad dragon.
Yeah, it's fucking there was only one thing I liked about this.
Pussy.
When they're crossing the bridge and it zooms out and it's like a scenery shot. How the bridge is just like a dude holding a sword. I like that. Everything else fucking sucked. What do you think, John?
I thought it was subpar. Absolutely. I'm kind of like, I'm stuck in between you guys, either putting it in the bin or, yo, that was fucked, but it was a bad freaking episode. And when it comes to like the lore aspect of it, oh, spoilers chat, I guess if you haven't watched it, fuck off, go watch it if you want. But this, what they tried to do is like that guy was a sacrifice to Tiamat, which is a lesser god, and the colored dragons are the evil ones, and then the metallic ones.
Whoa, that's fucking racist.
Well, it is what it is, man. That's the lore it is. The chromatic dragons is what they're called. The ones that red dragons, blue dragons, they're all evil in the D&D universe. They're all bad guys. When it comes to gold, silver, bronze, brass dragons, those are the good dragons, metallic dragons. And that was what happened with that. They had the character. He was going to be a sacrifice to Tiamat, the god of the chromatics, and brought him over to a gold worm, which is like a big freaking like between the dragons and the god of dragons. And that was it. He pulled out the curse that was on him and became a portal for Tiamat, which is essentially like the story of Tiamat for the past 40 years. So for a lot of D&D fans, when they look at this, like, oh, here we go again, another fucking Tiamat story. But it's just so boring as fuck. It was so fucking stale. And even with like a lot of the dialogue for this that they've chosen, such, yeah, sure, it's nice. Yeah, a couple of aspects for characters and stuff. It was moral shit, but it was just so stale and poorly delivered, and there was just so like basic as fuck for a lot of people like myself who are big tabletop fans. We would have liked to see more out of it. Like, get away from the fucking dragon called Tiamat shit, because that's just getting ridiculous. But in the bin.
No.
Yeah, in the bin.
No. Yo,
In
that's
the bin.
fucked.
I'm stuck in
Jono. Pac-Man is still on
Why
the
can't
bin.
they both be in the fucking bin?
No,
Yep.
I can't.
Just didn't even-
Then we need to make a tier that's lower than in the bin that is Pac-Man.
Look, we'll
If
cross that bridge
Pac-Man-
when we get to it,
Well,
all right?
if
Pac-Man
there's
is
anything,
the fucking worst thing I've seen in my life. It was as bad as the Borderlands movie, and it was 10 minutes long, and it felt like a fucking hour.
Look, we'll get to Pac-Man. We still got a bit to go before we get to Pac-Man.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up is
Seafood.
Seafood. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. A little bit disappointing because we didn't get to see the boss fight.
Yeah.
Yep, cut that short because probably budget issues, maybe. That's usually what happens with this when you get cut short like that.
We
An epic-
didn't get to see the fucking boss fight in Dungeons and Dragons as well. The dragon,
In
it
the
cuts
bin.
out right at the
That was it. Well, that last 5 seconds, we've seen shit like that for decades from Dungeons and Dragons, from Wizards of the
Yeah, it was
Coast.
nothing special.
Yeah, that's it. It's
if you're,
fucking
if you're
promo material.
somebody that's never seen Dungeons and Dragons before, and you're like, "Oh shit, we're about to see some dragons and fucking shit," and
Oh,
then
yeah.
it cuts out at the end, you'd
Yeah,
be
you
like,
feel rug pulled for sure.
"Yeah, that's how I felt. I don't know shit about D&D," and I'm like, "The fuck was that?"
So initial reactions. Where are we thinking before we?
Uh,
Where's your initial thoughts?
think
I'm kind of
munted.
leaning munted.
Yeah, I think the ending of that one isn't very good, but the starting of it and the middle of it, like I guess the first 2 acts of this short, were pretty good. So I'd put it in munted personally. That's
Yeah.
The final part where he comes back as an old man, I really like that.
because you like old people
Oh,
fucking.
shut
And there was the insinuation there. I see.
No,
Well,
I liked it. It was very
I did
wholesome
like
at the end.
I did like that, but without that fight, like again, you're building up to it. This kind of leads actually to my main problem. I think a lot of these should have actually been 30-minute episodes. It's an anthology series, right? And everything was like 15 minutes or less. Like Sifu was 10 minutes, and that includes credits, opening and closing. That's
Over
not
3
long
minutes
enough.
of fucking credits. Good God, that was annoying.
3 minutes of credits. So really it's 7 minutes to do the story. I think it needed more. And honestly, you could have fleshed out some of those fight scenes a little bit more, fleshed out a little bit of the dialogue a tiny bit more. I don't think the dialogue in this one needed much fleshing, but the fight scenes, you could have had a good like boss fight scene in there, and I think it would have actually made it really good.
Of all of them, this was the one I was most disappointed in. The ones that I didn't have much faith in that was shit, can't say I was disappointed. But when this one popped up on my screen, I'm like, oh, here we go. Gonna get like some John Wick fight scenes or some shit. Nah, I didn't really get too much of that. There was a
You got a
couple where
cool-
I'm like, oh, that's cool.
The glass hallway fight was pretty neat. I like that. But it felt
That was
rushed.
good.
I would say munted for
Yeah,
me personally.
Especially with the cut back and forth, the way they did it on the bridge scene, going to the whatever it was, whatever afterlife or whatever realm he was in. But yeah, this one, it was like the most mid for me. It was basically, but it's essentially a summarization of the entire game in about 10 minutes. That's basically what happened with
7.
That. Yeah,
So
it's
we're all
7
happy.
minutes.
We're all happy with munted.
Yeah, I think
munted.
munted's fine for it.
All right, and the next one up is New World. And
Oh,
this character was voiced by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I was surprised at this one.
The second he talks as well, you're like, that's fucking Arnold.
Oh yeah.
Very hot take here. I thought this was one of the best ones.
I think so too.
Oh,
I think this one goes in minging.
For me, it was like mid. It was all right. I don't know the game at all, and the whole like mortality thing going back and forth. It just felt like he was getting out. I would have liked to see like more rather than him being a beat 'em up stick for the king and whatever other characters that they were for the king to just beat every single freaking time and humbling. I would have liked to have seen like more of a progression rather than this whole like big proud guy getting knocked down a couple of pegs.
You did see a progression though. He became
it was like a
less
humbling,
selfish.
Yeah, it
right?
was a humbling of him.
But that humbling and then that drive to better himself. But the problem is, again, a lot of these they need more time to flesh out the ideas.
Yeah,
if he had more time, that point would get knocked home a little bit better. But that whole like drive to better yourself, I thought it was a compelling story that they told. It would have been better if it was longer. I'm gonna say that about all of these except for Pac-Man. Fuck Pac-Man. I don't want Pac-Man to exist. So I would put it in minging personally.
I really liked the ending. The ending was fucking great. Your arm forged from the crown of a king. You know, the whole humbling part.
Look at your arm.
That whole part was great. But there was a really good like life message in that story. I loved that. And I absolutely like the part where his mate comes up to him and goes, listen, back home, everyone let you fucking win because you're the king. The reality is you are and have never been good at anything. And the dude just does not accept that at all. You're trash. I am your king.
You fucking
mate, I'm telling you, nobody ever liked you. We just let you get away with it because you're the king.
Did you like how the prosthetic arm was like this? I thought that was funny. It was like in the basically the hand job position when he got the arm. I was like, that's I couldn't unsee that when I saw that.
I'm actually prepared to go minging with this one. I really liked it. I thought it was one of the better ones.
I don't mind it
Minging.
in minging. I do find it a little munted for a few things, but yeah, more fleshing out, a little more work with that progression that they did would have been better. I just felt like it went too hard one way and then flipped another direction without seeing any of that progression or self-reflection going on.
All right. Speaking of too hard, Unreal Tournament is straight up there. That shit went fucking hard.
That was wicked.
Personally, I think this is the best episode out of all of them, even better than Space Marine. I think maybe because my expectations for Space Marine were higher and my expectations for Unreal Tournament were absolutely zero. I think that may have something to do with it, but I thought this did a really good job of telling a concise story with good levels of dialogue, good levels of action. It felt like this was the balance that all the episodes should have been. And if they ever go forward with it again, I would say strive to model it off of this in that balance. It did it perfectly. I agree with putting it in Amazing Brown.
I didn't have much expectations for this one, but within like 3 minutes, they're fucking cooking hard, man. The start where that one robot's looking around and you can just see it starting to like going, oh my god, it's figuring out that it's about to go fucking crazy, isn't it? And the actual like the fights and the tournaments themselves, they were fucking good as well, man. And you got all the shit, headshot, all that type of stuff, double kill. It was all there, man. And the ending was pretty fucking good as well. I think this is how they should have fucking done it. That every episode, I agree with Cream. This is the one to fucking model after. This one was.
I really like I just want to talk about the one part. The ending where spoiler alert for obviously, go away if you haven't watched it yet. The part where they basically surround Zan, right, the robot, at the end, and then he just controls the bricks to basically just fucking squash all the I love that part. I absolutely fucking love that. The main like security bad guy, when he gets hit with the like thumper and he goes back and like his neck snaps his fucking neck.
Oh yeah, it was so well done.
Oh, it's so like dirty looking.
The bone break and the ragdoll was just so well done in that. But yeah, it's up there amongst one of the best of them. That it was such a beautiful blend of like the Zan's personal story in the greater world of the Unreal Tournament, getting pulled in. The whole criminality thing, thought it'd be cannon fodder. Just some fun for the audience. And it becomes more and more. We get to see like this whole like gladiator situation happen with this guy. And, also it didn't take them much to, explain to the audience the whole world of this. You can easily understand why everything was happening, why, what motives were coming from particular characters and such. And they delivered it so well. I was thoroughly impressed with this one. Yeah, just like you guys. It was just a surprise.
All right. Now, next up, Amazing Brown Woman Puss. I think Space Marine 2. I don't think anyone's going to fucking argue with this. This whole episode was just saying Titus is him. He is that guy.
I actually will argue a little bit. I still think that this one is one of the best ones. I think it's the second best one. But this one was a kind of a disappointment for me.
Because it had a lot of hype being Space Marine 2?
Or was there not enough from it?
I honestly wanted more from it. And this was the one that left me wanting way more, right? I felt like it didn't strike the balance that something like the Unreal Tournament one did. And it's by no means anywhere close to being like Pac-Man. And to be honest, I would leave it in the category it is, but it's got to be behind Unreal Tournament in my eyes. It's still a step better than the New World one, but it is not as good as that Unreal Tournament one. That Unreal Tournament one was fucking amazing. Space Marine was great, but it could have been better. And I think a lot of this, again, common theme, give this show like 30 minutes an episode and see what they'll cook. The only one that felt perfect for its time was actually the Unreal Tournament one. They did such a good job with that one. I felt like that had good timing. Everything else was sloppy timing.
The Space Marine one, I don't know if John will agree. It kind of gave me the vibes of like a Bungie Halo trailer.
Oh, that's so. Okay, yeah.
Got a little
Yeah.
flashback of Titus when he's
Lit-
young and going, "Hey, this kid, there's
Yeah,
something different about this
Halo
kid."
3 Super Bowl commercial, yeah.
There's something
Yep.
different about this kid. And then it shows him as an adult and he's just rushing through, fighting tanks and shit. And to see, man, when he fucking, I don't think it was Titus that actually did it, but that one Space Marine that just grabs the orc by the head and just goes, and his head just fucking pops. That was sick.
yeah.
And when he grabs that one orc and just starts chainsawing it, it's like,
Yeah, I believe that was Matthias. I didn't catch the name exactly, but that's the guy who apparently found Titus as a child and brought him into the Ultramarines, and he's the reason we have Titus. Man, a child who knows absolutely no fear, which was
but
wow,
he's
it was
black,
amazing.
so it's woke.
Yeah, that whole fucking thing, and yeah.
the whole
Ultramarines are way too damn big. They span way too much across the galaxy to be a single race. Everybody who, people can have their disgruntlements about it, but do understand it's just that's normal. It's all right.
I will say this: I thought Titus was very good in this. I like him barely speaking. I really like that about him, and I liked you said Matthias is I didn't catch the names of the. I just knew Titus obviously from the game.
Yeah, it's
right?
just a quick moment that they show his name.
I liked him as a character. I kind of wish that this one being given a little more time would at least do the tiniest bit of flushing out of the other two guys so that when they get killed in it, it actually has any like meaning, because it didn't mean and that's my problem. Like you just, okay, they're dead, which I get. That's good for like the enemy hordes because there's so much of them that it should just be like, oh my god, killing these, you have no feeling about it, and it should have that effect on you where you're thinking about that and being like, oh fuck, that's kind of fucked, but also kind of cool. But with the actual Marines, I feel like it should mean something if one of them fucking dies, let alone two of them die. That should mean a little bit more than it did.
It's Warhammer.
Well, they did put us, at least for me, it seemed like they put emphasis on at least the two characters. Yet they didn't get much time on screen, but they did like put emphasis on when they dropped, they fucking dropped. They fucking died. And it was the last two.
But it doesn't. But I don't have any. I don't care about it. That's the thing. As someone watching it, it's like, oh, they're dead. Because you don't have any connection.
That's true. I don't think they were going for like.
It is, I understand people are going to say, well, Warhammer, but I'm sorry. In order to make a good story, you do have to have certain things, and it's always when you're adapting something like that, it's a compromise between being completely lore accurate and taking certain liberties to make it better, right? And that's my thing. You can keep the lore accurate while still making a good story, and I think the Space Marine games do that well. Actually, that's the one thing with the games, and I think with this being given a little more time, they would have been able to really hit that for me.
The thing about the characters dying and not really putting emphasis on it is, well, at least to me, because it was more about Titus being like, don't care, mission continues.
Yeah. Oh no, Titus should definitely have that vibe of I don't give a fuck, we're going. But
that's how it ends at the well, where it's like, our duty is done, Titus, and he turns around and goes, nah, not yet, and puts the helmet back on.
I love that part. But
if we're gonna get retentive about the lore, that why do you have Ultramarines doing a Death Watch mission like this, going out trying to destroy the corpse of a Lord of Change so that the cultists don't use it for a portal, which ultimately happens in the story, but.
That all sounds like gobbledygook to me. I'm not.
That was a lot of the things that were like missing in this story that would have like explained things to regular audience. Only like heavy lore fans are gonna understand the whole situation and the whole like backdrop to what happened in this episode. But with that being said, put that aside, the combat was fucking fantastic.
The
Space Marines were as close to the Space Marines were as true to the lore in the books as they've ever been. Like the last time we saw something like this was like from Astartes. And funny enough, the guy who created Astartes, Siam Peterson, was involved in the creation of this episode of Space Marine. Watching this. But yeah, it was fantastic. The speed, the pace. Shocker, a fucking Ultramarine using an axe. Only seen fucking Chaos Occultists use it, but just goes to show how long that guy's been around. But
so
it was.
we're happy with keeping it an amazing brown woman puss.
Oh yeah, for me, yeah, amazing brown woman.
I think it being lower than Unreal Engine, yes, but it still is better than New World, and that's not the shit on New World. It's just this one was really good. I just had, I guess, higher expectations for it. And maybe
Speaking of expectations, Cream, just break it down for me why this is
okay.
the fucking worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
You need to make a new category. We need a Pac-Man category. This doesn't... The Dungeons and Dragon episode, as bad as it is, it does not deserve to be put in the same category as the absolute dog shit that is Pac-Man. Okay? First off, what the fuck? Pac-Man is a blue alien man in this universe. He's in a weird formaldehyde vial, right? And he's in a jungle. All right. So then the little Pac-Man ball is basically a ghost from Destiny, right? It feels like they ripped off the aesthetic of Destiny and they're like, I don't know, put it in a jungle and shit. And basically the ball is convincing him. The yellow ball is convincing him to do all these horrible things of, you need to kill everything you see and eat it. And then it gets to the end. Pellet. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And everything is ghosts. But by the way, there's no actual ghosts. They're all like spiders and like weird pigmen and no pigmen, but you know what I mean? Weird fucking animals and shit. There's one scene with cherries. He does not like cherries. He spits them up. He hated them. And then the end, Pac-Man does a fucking heel turn. Pac-Man's a villain. You made the Pac-Man show, but Pac-Man's the villain. And then the blue alien man kills himself. And then Pac-Man goes back and is like, fuck it, I'm going to try again. And so it's like, has no resolution.
Hold on. I think I interpreted this very different to you.
Really?
I saw it as the creature that comes out of the tube is Pac-Man, and the power pellet is like the bad guy, because when Pac-Man dies, he respawns. Or like a new version of him respawns out of the vials, and the power pellet's saying, all right, we got to try again.
No, I don't think so.
The instigator is the antagonist. The ball, right? It goes in him, and he starts to turn into Pac-Man at that point. Like how we resemble dark
him.
Fucking warp fiend.
Yeah, exactly.
That was nothing never seen before.
I'm sorry. I think the ball was Pac-Man all along and was using it like a host. Like Pac-Man is the symbiote. I thought the
ball was the power pellet.
No, the ball. I think
because it goes in him and he powers up.
I had the same impression as well.
Maybe it is, but the power pellet takes a heel turn. The power pellet shouldn't be an inhabitant. It shouldn't have a personality of its own. Like, even if I'm interpreting it your way, it's still not good.
I'm not saying it's good.
To be fair,
it's actually worse.
This story goes way out on the deep end compared to what we're used to seeing when it comes to Pac-Man. This is way off course. Like, even like in the
Pac-Man
90s,
we're not used to it being like, Pac-Man, your time has come. Like the eclipse from that fucking Star Wars game that still hasn't come out with the people drumming. That's the equivalent of what they did. They took that trailer and were like, let's make it for Pac-Man. This is, in my opinion, the worst adaptation of any piece of media ever to another piece of media. I really do I feel like this is the worst. Okay, so name something else. I think this one's worse. It has you really have to pull at fucking straws to try to like somehow interpret this as Pac-Man. It's not. It's some other shit that they're like, let's make Pac-Man avant-garde and edgy and all this shit. It fucking sucks. It's just shit. Really and it dragged down all these other fucking episodes that it was attached to. I feel like there is no way the Concord episode could even be worse than this.
The fact this came after the Space Marine episode as well.
Oh yeah, that's
right after the Space Marine and the Unreal Engine one, because the Unreal Engine one was right before the Space Marine episode. So you get hit with the two best episodes in the series, and then they're like, you know how we're gonna follow that up? The worst one.
Go on,
ride the
John.
coattails, maybe.
It was so fucking bad. I didn't
Sorry,
watch
John,
the
he's
other
angry.
two. I'm sorry.
He's spazzing. It's all good.
I stopped watching the show, and I don't really feel like I want to watch even the Armored Core one. I'm interested in that. I don't want to watch it now. Pac-Man ruined this for me.
Aw.
John, go.
All right, yeah, I have to agree. It's Pac-Man in name only. Like, sure, if you take out all the Pac-Man shit, you got somewhat of an interesting story going on, but it's the fact that they're trying to make this whole thing revolve around the Pac-Man idea. It's completely off. It's just so weird, so out of place. And I had to get up and walk away for a little bit the second I saw Pac-Man turn into this black fucking goo Cthulhu. I don't know, freaking Lovecraftian freak. That was just so
like
weird.
Pac-Man.
And even the ghosts were fucked up. It was like these giant beasts.
They're
One
not
thing was
ghosts.
funny getting
They weren't even ghosts, but
Yeah.
they were called ghosts.
the one thing that was funny is watching him like Pac-Man run at him with the sword and just get fucking thrown to beating the shit out of him like he was nothing. Like a
Pac-Man with a sword is a sentence.
Yeah, that's it. He's got sword skills now, and it's like this. Oh, it's just there's so much weird about this, and it would be nice to like the writers. If the writers would come out and bring out their logic behind the creation of this, maybe it would make more sense. But at the moment, it's just like it looks like they fucking all just dropped a bunch of acid and threw the shit together alongside a bunch of monkeys that they found on their acid trip.
If to anyone in the chat who has not seen this,
Don't watch it.
it's hard to put into words. Like I know we watched the teaser trailer like a week or two ago for it. It's really hard to put into words just how fucking
It's also
the Pac-Man episode.
Just to stop like shitting on it inherently for being Pac-Man. There are other things that make it bad. It's paced really badly. Like it feels like a 30-minute short when it's 10 minutes. Right? For example, Space Marine feels way shorter and it's 5 minutes longer than this. The pacing is all wrong. It's not. I don't even think it's that interesting of an idea if you remove Pac-Man from it. The whole eat or be eaten type of thing. Like I
This
don't
was
think
the one episode, and these are all shorts. This was the one episode that I checked to see how much longer was left.
I kept checking. And it wasn't fucking moving, man. This one, I'm sorry, this one deserves its own category. I'm sorry. No, you gotta move either D&D up or you gotta move Pac-Man down. I won't accept. As bad as the D&D one was, and there was a lot of problems with it. It's not Pac-Man levels bad. I feel like this one deserves its own category. If anything, if we ever had anything worthy of being disgusted and shit on, it would be Pac-Man.
Better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good. Yeah.
And Moz's Confessions with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Also, that puts us almost exactly $5 away from fucking 100 Australian dollars this stream. That's crazy. Thank you.
Oh wow. Thank you guys.
That's fucking nuts. Real talk. Big Pac Daddy ate my balls.
Ay.
That's wild.
Not good.
That's wild.
Not
I
good.
thought no wonder Moz is gone. He was eating, eat or be eaten, Moz.
Eat or be eaten. Thank you.
And they were
Moz
talking about
Confessions.
his buttholes.
Rip
Where
Moz's
the
balls.
heck is Moz? He's at work, but we're going to tell people that he was trying to get his balls back after being
Escaping
eaten.
for Pac-Man.
Hey.
Have you seen House of the Dragon? No, I don't care what the writers think of their own show. House of the Dragon. Thank you. House of the Dragon.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. They
Yeah.
well, the episodes are decent, but when you go look at the post episode, like behind the scenes talk stuff, holy shit! Some of the writers when they talk about their show, it's just like completely drops it down a few notches in quality. Just terrible.
Gay autism.
Cream is your bitch when you buy her nuggies after her bitch fit. I'm good now. I'm calmed down.
Shaka Zulu's dating a 4-year-old. In The Sims 2. I ain't buying my bitch nuggies. The fuck is that?
Hey,
You can buy her own
women
fucking.
freak out. Hey, bitch, buy your own nuggies, bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch. All right, Crossfire.
Have either of you guys played Crossfire before?
Never played it. All I know is it's really fucking big in China and Korea.
Yeah, it's really big.
I haven't seen these 2 episodes.
It's got a lot of elements similar to Counter-Strike, Global Offensive. You've got 2 sides. You got basically the world police and the Black Ops, Blacklist and Global Risk. That's what they're called. It's like two sides of the same coin fighting each other who think they're not the bad guys. And it's basically what they try to do with this is like VIP package game mode that they pull with this. And it's just there's like the military stuff. This will be satisfying for people who like the military special ops kind of like action films and such like that. You got your sniper, you got your tactics that you use and a lot of the stuff. But honestly, I felt kind of mid. Just like this was the only one that I felt like, all right, I know what's going to happen. So I've skipped 5 seconds. I was just fast forwarding this.
I kind of want to put it in, that was fucked.
Yeah, I would say it was a little fucked, but it was like, I just didn't see anything that was like downgrading to it. That was like, it was just a Black Ops operation going on with 2 sides fighting each other. There was nothing very special about it or nothing in particularly outstanding that sets it apart from any other ones. It's just, if you're a military buff, it kind of satisfies, scratches your itch for that if you're looking for that in the set. But no, it was nothing really impressive about it, honestly. But yeah, that was fucked or munted. That's where I am.
Yeah, it was just kind of whatever. Probably went a little bit too long as well. And the whole ending of, the package wasn't in the contract, just you. Oh.
Yeah, that was weird
moral
twist.
ambiguity and all that type of shit.
Yeah, exactly it.
Yeah.
Not impressed. Wasn't well performed.
I didn't think much of it either. The best thing it had going for it was it came after Pac-Man, so it looked fucking great in comparison.
For this would be for me because I'm a bit of a military buff. I would put it up in munted, but I can, for anybody else, I can see it being, that was fucked. It's just like unimpressed.
Mm-hmm. Redneck Gooner Mods with $5. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you so very much. And thank you, everybody. Have you guys played Ember? I hear it's below mid. I think Mozza made it to its early access. Can't play a thing that hasn't been released.
Yeah, that's true. It's not even on early access. It's a fucking demo.
Can't play a thing that hasn't been released, unfortunately, unless we pay to get into fucking the Discord and sign up. Even Naz tried to sign up. The website wouldn't even fucking put him in.
Yeah, the website was so broken you can't even play the game.
Thank you very much, Redneck Gooner Moz. Then finally is Keanu Reeves. Wake the fuck up, Armored Core. I really like the ending.
Oh, it was really good. The plot twist that went on. Oh, it was damn good. It was so and the level of detail that Blur Studios, shout out, they do an amazing job. That was the one thing about it. Even though a lot of these were terrible, the designs, what Blur Studios did visually was fantastic across the board. I enjoyed them all, at least visually. But holy shit, this Armored Core one. As far as I remember, this is the first time we get the aspect of the pilot and coordinator communicating between one another. Hell, this is the first time we've seen the inside of a fucking cockpit for Armored Core. Mm-hmm. We've gotten these little glimpses of the HUD or what the visuals the pilot might see, but we never got a full fucking view on how the pilot sits in it, what's, all the wires and tubes that are connected to his suit, everything that, involves controlling the machine itself. That was wicked cool. And if I remember correctly, this aspect of the story was more in lines with Rubicon. It's much later in the overall timeline.
Yeah, yes, it talks about the other generations.
Yeah, as crazy as it may sound, yes, the entire Armored Core franchise is interconnected. It's not a metaverse. It's just a real fucking mixed bag. You got this first one on this timeline, and then this one's years back, and it's like a real mixed bag. But it's overall with this story, the action was fantastic. Like watching the mechs and the machines fly about, and they got so much of it like right with the core, the armored cores, how they function, even the level of like, even though we don't see that in the game, the level of like lethality that comes, it's, there's no bullet sponging in the cinematics. It's all like freaking, you die one swing and the mech is gone. And it was just that was a beautiful aspect of it that I saw. And the story itself was really good. And there was a moral dilemma aspect of that you would think would happen, but plot twist, he's pretty dead. The pilot's pretty dead set on he's convicted. He's got his convictions and he's much straightforward.
Is it wild seeing Keanu Reeves swear as much as he does on this episode?
I'm crazy. He swore like me when I play.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, fuck
me. Fuck off. Fuck
off. Yeah, fuck me. Fuck off. No, I quite liked it as well. I really liked it when he cracked the dude's head. He uses just the finger of the mech to just squash one dude's head.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking cool, man.
I would put it minging.
Minging?
Yeah.
Minging.
I
think that's fair. It falls short of these other two.
Yeah, it's not as impressive as the other ones because we got to those were mind-blowing, those ones. But the story was compelling and interesting enough to follow the whole way, even the level of detail that they had amongst the other pilots that you saw. It was really good. Really good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, minging.
I'm gonna ming ass, boy.
Yeah, that'd be our list. Fair and balanced.
I think that's a pretty good list, right? We have the highs, which are pretty high. We got the lows, which are pretty low. Overall, I still think the show is mid because of it. The low, that Pac-Man low is pretty low. But yeah, that's what we got. We got a super chat from the last toxic male. Jono, I want you to rate these canes.
Rate them. Purple candy. Negroes. Abo. Draka. Well, I don't know about that one. So I'm gonna avoid that. And that creamy.
One. So which ones are you in your ranking?
Oh shit. Well, OG's got to be on top. That's just a matter of respect. Purple, if we're talking about purple, as in like purple drank.
No, purple cane, as in he's
purple
wearing
cane.
A purple. Yeah, he's wearing a purple.
Oh, okay.
Suit, yeah.
OG, Kraka. Yeah, the other ones are like I don't know them that well. I'm not a wrestling guy. That's what we're
not
talking
a big
about.
fan of Abo Kane. Or
I'm sorry, man. This list. Where's cocaine? Where's my boy cocaine?
Where's cocaine? Where's
and what's blue cane?
Blue cane? Green cane?
See,
I'm sorry, Toxic Man, but this is terrible. This is absolutely fucking terrible.
It's a much better question for you guys.
This is absolutely terrible. You've missed so many canes. I'm not even gonna fucking.
The cane variants are wild. They do be.
Hey, that could be a tier list. Rank all the canes.
Rank all the canes.
And we are going to include Corpo Kane as his own separate cane. Each different variant era of Kane, let alone the different colors
Kane
of Kane.
With the welder mask with Daniel Bryan, that's a different one.
That's a different one.
Kane when he took off the mask and had the weird like hair for one night of Raw, that's a variant of its own. Then like Slow Chemical Kane, which is the best Kane. That is the best.
What was he? Mayor Kane? I think it was.
Mayor Kane. Mayor
Kane.
Kane's. Yeah. Imposter Kane. Kane dressed as the Undertaker.
Undertaker dressed as Kane. We gotta include that as well. Fuck.
Okay, now you've lost me.
It's like 100 Kanes.
Kane with a cape.
Cape Kane.
Cape's Kane.
Hell yes, Kane.
Hell yes, Kane. Yeah.
That's so
Green Kane, which we almost had when he was tag teaming with X-Pac. Kane during that like 6-month period where he had the voice talker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that case. If I lose, I will set myself on fire.
I won't set myself on fire.
Well, here you go, chat. The definitive list of the first batch of the secret episode characters. Next week, we're going to rank the other episodes. That's going to include God of War, Mega Man, and Concord.
What all do they have? Do they have like? They don't have 8 episodes left, right? They didn't do.
I
Half
think they
and
got
half.
like it's not
Maybe
I think
7?
there was 7 or
7?
something. Secret level episodes. Okay.
Might be 6. Yeah,
I think there's 6.
they didn't show all kinds, like not enough to make full.
Okay. So episode 9 will be Outer Worlds. Episode 10 is Mega Man. Episode 11 is Exodus. Episode 12 is Spelunky. 13 is Concord. And 14 is Playtime. Not linked to any one franchise. This episode focuses on a range of PlayStation characters. So that's going to be like the God of War and shit.
Oh, okay. So it's basically PlayStation's All Stars.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
no!
God.
This episode focuses on a range of PlayStation characters tracking down a valuable item in a virtual world.
It's gonna be
God,
Astrobot, isn't
It's Sony Dissidia.
it? No, you know what? It's gonna be Astrobot. That's what it'll be.
Oh shit!
God.
Yeah.
They sent their best first.
Yeah, they really did. All right, motherfuckers. On that note, we're going to start to wrap this biatch up. Are either of you two streaming a little later?
Unfortunately, not today, but later in the week, yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Primo?
No.
No, he's not. But hey, guys, tomorrow we're going to be starting a little bit later tomorrow because we are going to be watching the Nuck. Okay.
Yeah. I'm excited.
We're going to be watching all of Nuck's Game Awards. It's going to be, oh, fuck me. I'm going to have to go get some jerky, aren't I? And have a fucking heart attack on stream.
I'm going to drink.
So that's going to give me time to steal Nuck's thumbnail and put Black Mozza stealing a PlayStation on it. We're good to go. Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
So we will be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be...
It's going to be hella lit.
Quite a mess. And let's hope our favorite Orthodox rabbi pops in and makes a cameo.
I fucking hope so. He has to. He showed up last Elden Ring. He's got to show up for this Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Yeah.
It's going to be great. All right,
Elden
motherfuckers.
Ring.
On that note, have a fantastic day. And we'll see you tomorrow for this fucking absolute madness bullshit. Which one do we want to play you out with? We'll play you out with Gay Cunts.
We're
All right, see ya.
We are hyped.
Right.
We
Take
are
care,
hyped.
guys.
When you're out there on the battlefield and you're shooting the tumours, imagine that they're all someone that you really fucking hate. I'm going to picture they're all Norton. Fucking pump them all. You fucking hate Norton's guts, don't you, mate? I fucking hate him, mate. I fucking hate him. Makes my fucking blood boil. Why do you hate him so much? Oh, he's just a fucking gay cunt. You haven't got a problem with gay people, have you? No. What? Norton, what? He's gay, isn't he? Norton's not gay. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what? Nah, Norton's not gay, mate. You said he was a gay cunt. Nah, he's not gay. I've got nothing against gays at all. Him being gay or straight has got nothing to do with me hating him. I don't mind fucking if you're gay or straight. It doesn't matter. Love is love, mate. But Norton, he's just a fucking gay cunt.